What's up, everybody? You are tuned into Miss Ross Radio. That's right. I am on air from 11 to 3 Monday through Friday. And don't forget the weekend edition of the Miss Ross Radio show every Friday from 7 to 11. That's right. Today's topic is about communication, all right? Broken lines of communication between black women and black men. I can't stand when I see, because it happened to me. I experienced it. I experienced it in my relationship. I still experience it, from other black men, and I'm not even involved with these men. And for those of you who don't seem to understand, why am I always talking about black people? Well, number one, for those of you who haven't noticed, I am a black woman. Most of the things I talk about on my show are black, related to the black culture, because I talk about my experiences and I talk about what I observe. Now, although I have met white, Latinos, mixed other cultures in passing, I can't quite speak on them because I know nothing about their culture. Like I have not had any personal experiences with those individual cultures. So therefore, that's why I stick to the African American culture, because that is what I can relate to. But anyways, I want to talk about broken lines of communication between black males and black females. And this is the number one cause, which is why our relationships and our marriages are at an all-time low. Number two, one thing that I noticed, black women and black men cannot seem to just get on the same page, and I can't stand it. I cannot stand when a black man is always coming for me and always trying to prove me wrong. Black men get offended when a black woman corrects him because we are passionate. We are strong. And for some reason, due to his own insecurity, he feels as though the correction is not constructive. And that is where the miscommunication comes in. Tell you men, black men, our kings, when a black woman corrects you, she is correcting you because she knows that she is a representation of you. And if you are going to go out and represent our culture as kings, as queens, we are going to make sure that you are speaking truth and that there is no confusion and that there is no misunderstanding. With our black kings is that you're always in competition with us because we do hold our own, so we are passionate and we don't back down. Black men, for some reason, I will never understand it, are intimidated by it. And I don't care what you say. It is an intimidation, and you are constantly in competition with us. Why? Why are you always in competition with us? Why can't there ever be a black man to come on a post and agree with what I said, instead of coming on my post and trying to pick apart what I said and look for something that I said wrong that didn't make sense? Why? Why? Because you want to try and make us look stupid because you think that that's what we're doing to you. So a lot of black men, from my observation, they can't accept constructive criticism from black women because our strength and something about us makes them feel weak, makes them feel intimidated. And the only type of black man that feels this way, to me, in my book, is an insecure black man and a man that doesn't know who he is. Because the men that I've observed, they know who they are. They know that they are kings and they walk in that essence. They are not intimidated by me. They actually defend me. I've seen some of them come on my post and go at other black men and say, those are black men who know they are kings and who know who they are and who are secure in their black essence. They are not intimidated by black women. Basically, come on and get his aha moment. Aha, you don't make sense. You sound stupid because let me tell you, why? What is all that about? I don't understand why. Why does it make you feel good as a black man to put a black woman down? What is going on with you? There is something going on with you for you to even get any type of satisfaction out of putting a black woman down. As a black man, you should be doing nothing other than upholding, lifting up, and putting a black woman on a pedestal, especially knowing the history of our ancestors and what our black women had to endure. It pisses me off at the same time. I have mixed feelings. I get angry, and then I'm disappointed, and then I'm just confused. And then I get angry all over again because it's like you of all people walking around in that black skin have the audacity to put a black woman down. And you wonder why we are on the defense, because we are defending ourselves against black men who are supposed to be our kings, here to protect us. We have to defend ourselves not only from the white man and the Latino man and the China man, but we got to defend ourselves with the black man too. And you're supposed to be on our team, and you wonder why we are angry. Because we have to fight against almost every race, including our own. Yes, that pisses me off. Yes. It makes me angry, and yes, it will make a black woman bitter. And she will resent you. What is happening? My brothers, my kings, you are making black women resent you. You are making them bitter. You are making them hate you. And that is not how it should be. Black women should love black men, no matter what. Okay? Black women should not be running to any other race for comfort other than black men. There should be no reason why a black woman should feel more secure, more comfortable, more protected, and more safe in the arms of any other race than a black man. Our refuge as black women should be black men. But you see a lot of black women running to white men for comfort, security, and for protection, because she doesn't get it from our black men. You know why? Because black men are too busy trying to compete with us, because they're too busy trying to tear us down, trying to prove that we are not as smart as we are, when statistics already proven that black women are some of the most influential, intelligent, smart women on the face of this planet. Yet black men are still running around trying to prove that that statistic is wrong. That is a problem. You're running around here trying to prove the statistic wrong about how smart and intelligent black women are, instead of praising and being proud to represent black women as a black man. Something is wrong to go and get some help and try to figure out what is wrong with you, because for me, that's a problem. And these are the type of black men I don't deal with. And, you know, I tell people a lot I'm single, because one thing about me and a lot of black women, you know, a lot of strong, independent black women. See, we don't have time to try and fight against the mindset of black men. We've been there, we've done that, and we've almost lost our lives. We've almost lost our sanity behind it. Because of the mentality of some black men, you know, while being in these relationships, trying to build them up, trying to save them, trying to show them who they are. It's not that we think you're dumb. It's that we know that you have not reached the level of maturity yet. Therefore, you're not full grown. We're full grown. We don't want to deal with little boys, okay? We're not trying to raise a man. Just like we had to get on this journey of womanhood, and we had to find our way, and we had to, you know, do whatever it is we needed to do to change our mindset, to put us on a level to where we respect and love ourselves. You have to do the same thing. We don't have time to try and help you love yourself. You have to find out how to love yourself on your own. That is your journey. Black women cannot save you. We are only your support system. We are only the backbone. We are only here to pick you up when you fall. But when we pick you back up, you got to already have a plan as to what it is you're going to do. You can't keep falling and falling and falling due to your own misguidedness and due to your pride and due to your ego, and expect a black woman to continue to pick you up and build you up and put you here and put you there when you are not trying to help yourself. And if you love black women, you won't keep beating on mental abuse. It's far more worse and detrimental than physical abuse. I'd rather for a man to hit me than to speak some words over my life that will damage me for the rest of my life. That's how detrimental and devastating mental abuse can be on anyone, male and female. I love black people. And for me to be at this point, to love my culture and to love black men the way that I do, I expect to be treated with appreciation, and I expect to be treated with respect, because fighting for you guys. I'm out here rooting for you guys. I have been beat down so much by black men. Y'all have no idea. A black man almost made me lose my mind. And even though I survived that situation, I am set on black men no matter what I've gone through with a black man. When I see posts like the one where the young man came for me and was trying to tear me down and, you know, was trying to make me seem as though I don't make sense, or, you know, try to make it seem as though I'm not as intelligent as I am, knowing that he knows I am a very wise and intelligent woman. But despite the evidence, he still came back to try and make everybody else think that this black woman is not as smart as you think she is. I have a problem with black men doing that to black women. It is disgusting, and it makes me, I can't stand those type of black men. You're broken. And why you're broken, I don't know why you're broken. You have to figure out why you're broken. You don't even know that you are broken. But I think instead of trying to tear me down, ask yourself, why am I doing this? I mean, she's not saying anything off the wall. I mean, she might have been wrong or a little, slighted over here on this particular point, but she did make a little point. So why am I trying to tear her down as a whole? See, that's an issue that you got to figure out on yourself. No one can help you. No one can save you. You have to save you. Black men and black women need each other. We are both relevant. Black men are strong in certain areas and black women are strong. At the end of the day, we need each other. This is where we fall short as a community, because black women are on the right side, black men are on the left side, and it's a war. There shouldn't be a war between black men and black women. A woman stands up. A black man needs to come right behind her and stand up. You understand me? This is how it should be. This is how it should be within our community. So black men, when you see a woman raise up with power and passion, do not get intimidated by her. Do not feel some type of way by her, but be proud to say that that is my queen. She is a representation of our culture. We are from her. That should make you proud. Some black women have not reached this stage of maturity. And once you reach a stage of maturity, that is when you can salute the next queen who has arrived. Maturity. This is why you see me covering black women events and standing in support of black women, because I've reached that stage of where I'm not intimidated or threatened or jealous or envious of the next black woman. I see a queen who represents me. I see a queen who is a reflection of me, who I am a reflection of her. We are together in this thing. If she's winning, I'm winning. I don't feel no type of way other than proud for that sister. And this is why I go out and I give those sisters the best of me. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. You guys know where I'm going with that. You know, back to black men and black women. Why does it have to be that way? Why are you in competition with me? Number one, and I had this problem, and this is why I got divorced. At the time during my marriage, my ex-husband refused to communicate with me. He didn't want to hear nothing I had to say. There was always, it was always brokenness on my part. I was a broken wife because I couldn't express how I truly felt without him being annoyed, or without him feeling like I was nagging him. And they were conversations that needed to be had in order to save our marriage. The lack of communication for me is what I have concluded, which is why I'm no longer married. I cannot be with a man that does not want to let me express myself. I refuse to be with that type of man ever again. God created me the way that he created me in a very unique way for a reason. My voice is profound in itself. And it took me years to have to accept even my own voice, because I had so many people that hated the sound of my voice. I've had people that have told me in my life they couldn't stand to hear my voice. I've had people that I loved and that I knew I would give the world to once I made it tell me they could not stand to hear the sound of my voice, that they could not stand to hear what I had to say. I have been told to shut up so many times in my life. And for years, I couldn't stand to hear myself speak. But what I wanted to make this show about today was about the importance of how a black man should allow black women to be who they are. Don't be afraid to communicate with us. Let us speak and don't be offended by it. Let us speak and don't be intimidated by it. Let us speak. Don't be threatened by it. Let us speak and let us make you better. Let us correct you so that you can go out and represent our culture in king fashion. I always say it, two heads are better than one. As smart as people think I am, I reach out to other smart people that I feel like are smarter than me or, maybe more wiser than me. That's because I'm not threatened by no king or queen. I understand and I accept constructive criticism. I understand that two heads are better than one. And I understand that I'm not always going to get it right. Somebody told me a long time ago, in order to be a great leader, you have to listen. I see a lot of leaders not listening, and this is why you are leading incorrectly, and this is why our culture is so mixed up and so confused, because we have so many leaders who never was willing to sit down and listen to the next. Because everybody want to think that they're right all the time, and there are no right and wrongs. We are all on this journey together. We have to be corrected. You have to be able to accept correction. You have to be able to accept the next queen tell you, no, that's not how that goes. You have to be able to accept the next king say, my brother, no, that's not how that goes. But accept it with a positive pride and not a jealous or negative pride. Feeling like, oh, he thinks he's better than me. Or she thinks she's better than me. She thinks she's smarter than me. He thinks he's more wiser than me. That's not it. Recently, I was putting some prices on some of my services. And I'm comfortable with these prices, all right? And I feel like, because I give so much advice, I feel like I can make the right decisions for myself because I give other people advice and it works for them, right? So I assume that the advice that I give myself, it's got to work for me too, because the advice that I've given other people, they've told me it's changed their lives, it's opened their eyes, it's given them a new perspective on life. So if my advice works for other people, then it has to work for me. No, that's not always the case. I had to learn that price on some services. I had one of my queens call me and say, sister, are you crazy? No, you're not going to price that service at that. Know your worth, queen. Know your worth. If they want Miss Ross to deliver this product, and you are great, sis. This queen built me up so much. She say, sis, I'm not going to tell them that price. I'm about to tell them this price. And do you know that sister sold that service for me at a higher rate? That queen took my service and sold it at a higher bid because she came and told me you are worth more than that. You are worth more. This is what I'm talking about. God will put people in your life, in your circle, who will see you more valuable than you can see yourself.